History is not always destroyed. Sometimes it is revised. Not burned in public squares, not banned by decree, not censored with red ink. Just updated. A paragraph removed from a textbook, a sentence softened in an official document, a single word replaced in a digital archive. And suddenly, the past feels different. We assume history is solid. Printed on acid-free paper, archived in climate-controlled vaults, preserved for generations. We imagine historians as guardians of truth, standing watch over the factual record, ensuring that what happened will never be forgotten. But permanence is an illusion. Consider the textbook you studied in school. If you could find a copy from 20 years ago and place it next to today's edition, page by page, paragraph by paragraph, would they match? Probably not. Some dates might have shifted. Some interpretations might have evolved. Some names might have appeared or vanished. Every generation writes its own history. That's not conspiracy, that's scholarship. New evidence emerges, new perspectives develop. We learn more about the past so our understanding deepens. Revision is how knowledge advances. And that's true. History is not static. It breathes, it grows, it corrects its own errors. But here is the question no one asks. When does correction become construction? When does clarification become redesign? When does updating the past become rewriting it? And who decides where that line is drawn? Power rarely deletes the past in one dramatic stroke. That would be noticed. That would be resisted. That would leave scars. Instead, it edits, quietly, carefully, gradually. In digital archives, changes are routine. Metadata updates, accessibility improvements, file format migrations. Each change has a technical justification. No one flags every minor revision. No one reads every commit log. A comma moves. A date format changes. A headline is rephrased. Millions of small edits across millions of documents over millions of hours. What happens when a government website quietly changes the casualty numbers from a conflict? Not fabricating new numbers, just adjusting, refining, making the figures more accurate. Who checks? Who remembers the original? Who keeps the before and after? We once had physical copies, newspapers, printed reports, tangible evidence. Now, so much exists only digitally, only on servers, only in versions that can be updated without trace. The Library of Alexandria burned. We know what we lost. But when data is silently overwritten, we don't know anything changed at all. Consider the evolution of language. Words fall out of favor. Terms become unacceptable. Definitions shift. Terrorist becomes freedom fighter. Invasion becomes intervention. Collateral damage becomes civilian casualties. Each change is argued on moral grounds, more precise, more humane, more accurate. Language reflects power. Those who control the vocabulary control the conversation. When you rename something, you reframe it. You don't have to argue about the event itself if you can argue about what to call it. It doesn't say this never happened. It says it happened differently. Over time, memory becomes flexible. Not deliberately, not maliciously, just naturally. The human mind was never designed to hold perfect records. We remember feelings more than facts. We retain impressions more than details. We keep stories, not data. Every time you recall a memory, you reconstruct it. The brain doesn't play back a recording. It rebuilds the experience from fragments. And each reconstruction is slightly different, influenced by the present, shaped by current beliefs, edited by the person you've become. Grandparents remember one version of their youth. Their grandchildren learn another in school. Both believe they are right. Both have evidence. Both feels certain. Neither realizes they're standing on moving ground. A woman in her 80s recalls the factory where she worked during the war. She remembers the long hours, the camaraderie, the sense of purpose. Her granddaughter reads that the factory used forced labor. She learns about the workers who weren't there by choice. She sees photographs her grandmother never saw. Two truths, two memories, two histories. Family stories are never complete. They are what survived, what was comfortable to remember, what could be told to children. The silences are often louder than the words. Nations do the same thing. They remember what serves them. They forget what burdens them. They pass down edited versions until even the editors believe their own revisions. What happens when a country removes a controversial figure from its history curriculum? Not denying they existed, just no longer teaching about them. Not erasing, just omitting. Over one generation, that figure fades. Over 2 generations, they become obscure. Over 3 generations, they never existed at all. Curriculum decisions are made constantly. There's only so much time, only so many pages. Every choice to include something is also a choice to exclude something else. The question is, who makes those choices and what principles guide them? The most effective deletion leaves no empty space. It simply focuses elsewhere. In the 20th century, propaganda was obvious. Posters of idealized workers, radio broadcasts with triumphant music, newsreels showing perfect parades. People knew it was propaganda. They could see the manipulation. They could resist it. Early propaganda was crude. It demanded belief. It punished doubt. But it also created resistance. People learned to question official narratives because official narratives were so obviously constructed.